What is Bubble Ghost and why are people excited about a remake of it? Hello Physical Fiends, it's Jordan here with another Worth a Purchase where I play a game for a short amount of time to see if I would buy it myself with my own cash. Today I'm taking a look at Bubble Ghost Remake. It's releasing digitally on the Nintendo Switch and PC on March 27th, but this is Physical Paradise. We only deal with physical games, and if you check the links down below in the description and pinned comment, you'll see that this does have a physical release on Switch with a few additions, which I will detail later in the video. But first, what is this game and is it worth that physical purchase? So Bubble Ghost is actually a retro game that I'd never heard of before. Apparently it was an Atari ST game first, but the most famous version was the one on the Game Boy. It's a simple but quite addictive puzzle game that has you guiding a bubble through a haunted house. How quaint is that? So quaint, it makes you want to rip your balls off with frustration, as any touch, and I literally mean any touch at all, will make you restart the area again. Why a bubble? Why is it never like a titanium beach ball? And believe me, it is a very difficult game. It pulls absolutely no punches on the standard difficulty setting, which is what I played it on. There are other difficulty settings, including an easier mode, which has some checkpoints, as well as assisted rotation. And there's also an unlockable hero mode, which I don't know for sure, but something tells me that's a one life game over sort of jobbo. Bubble Ghost requires a lot of patience and a lot of trial and error, but it is fun. The game itself is just a visual representation of one of those machines where you guide the hoop through the metal line. The ones that make you want to decapitate the first person who laughs at you when you get an electric shock and squeal like a mouse. Or is that just me? And this means the game is quite basic, there's no getting around that. You have a little ghost fella who can face 8 directions and blow like a joke I'm not going to make. There are plenty of hazards in the way to really mess you up. Spikes, bats, giant spiders. It is all about timing, it is all about precision, and of course plenty of trial and error. Depending on how long you hold down the blow button, the stronger it will be. So it kind of reminds me of Jump King in that way. You have to judge each blow quite carefully around the hazards. You can take your time or you can charge in like a crazy ball. And yeah, there is a speedrunning mode for those who enjoy that sort of thing. I do not. In fact, it is a kind of game that I would probably enjoy watching people speedrun for. No glitches, just precision judgment of someone who is a master of the game and its challenges. There are boss battles in here too, which help liven up proceedings, and there's even a story to tie it all together. I'll press the skip button, thank you very kindly. The visuals are pretty nice though, I'll give it that, both in gameplay and the cutscenes. It's nothing overly special, but it's refreshing to see a competent and respectful visual overhaul. Considering the amount of ugly remakes of smaller games that we've seen recently, like the Snow Bros ones and Psychic 5 Eternal just off the top of my head, they've created a nice atmosphere here. It looks spoopy enough for like a Halloween playthrough. In terms of the physical release, it is not very simple, so pay attention. Both Europe and North America are getting a standard physical release on Nintendo Switch. Now, North America is only getting the standard edition, $35 American, and you get a case and a cartridge, your bog standard release. But Europe, more interestingly, they are getting a deluxe collector's edition alongside the standard release. That comes with some extra goodies, soundtrack CD, stickers, a 2D mini statue, and a manual. And this cost a chunky 60 quid. That is a big upcharge in my opinion, and I'm not sure it's worth that price. If you live in North America, if you check the links down below in the description and pinned comment, you'll see that Video Games Plus will have copies of the North American standard retail release as well as the European Deluxe Edition, if that's your bag. They have free worldwide shipping on both editions, and any purchase made really does help support me in the best way possible. Would I buy the physical myself? Not at full price, and certainly not the collector's edition. It's a perfectly good, fun game, but it doesn't match the price of a physical copy, at least in my books. If the physical was around like $25, I would consider it. But for me, it's a bit expensive for what it is. It is a good game, if you like precision puzzle games, and the remake is quite respectful as far as I can tell. I mean, it's not offensive for sure, and if it's on sale, why not? The production is pretty good, and it's definitely a remake that's above what I would normally expect from a team with a smaller budget. I think they did a good job. And if you do want to purchase a physical copy, consider doing so with the links below. That really does help support me and this channel, and I greatly appreciate your support. If you are new and this video was useful to you, please subscribe. The bigger the channel is, the more publishers will pay attention to the demand for physical media. So you'll be doing everyone a favor, not just yourself. I hope you all have a great day. Take care.